Hello my dear viewers, in this video we will explore the introduction to endocrine physiology or endocrinology. The discussion will cover the endocrine system, classification of hormones, modes of hormone secretion and transport, and the feedback mechanisms involved in the process of hormonal regulation. Endocrinology is fundamentally a branch of biology and medicine that focuses on the study of endocrine glands, the hormones they produce, and how these hormones regulate various physiological functions in our body. The term endocrinology is derived from the Greek word endo means within and krinein means to secrete. Unlike exocrine gland, which release their secretions through ducts, endocrine glands are ductless and secrete hormones directly into the bloodstream. The endocrine system produces chemical messengers known as hormones. The word hormone was derived from the Greek word known as hormein, meaning to excite or to set in motion. These hormones act as effectors, regulating the activities of specific cells, tissues and organs throughout the body. The endocrine system plays a vital role in maintaining homeostasis and in coordinating processes such as growth, development, metabolism and reproduction. So there are different types of endocrine glands in both male and female human body: hypothalamus, pituitary, pineal, thyroid, parathyroid, thymus, adrenal, kidney, pancreas. Both are common to male and female, but among the males there is testis and among the females there is ovaries as endocrine gland. So endocrine glands are basically such organs in our body which produce and secrete different chemical substances called as hormones. So endocrine glands secretions, that is hormones, they are chemical messenger molecules that helps in control and coordination of our body. Now we will study various endocrine glands, hormones, their functions and chemical structure. In this slide, this table provides a comprehensive overview of various endocrine glands and tissue, the hormones they secrete, the major physiological functions and their chemical classifications like peptide or steroid or amines. It serves as a valuable reference for understanding how the endocrine systems regulate growth, metabolism, reproduction and homeostasis. Chemical classes of hormones. Now we'll study. Hormones are chemically divided into two major types based on their solubility. Lipid soluble hormones. These hormones dissolve in fats and can easily pass through cell membrane. They include a steroid hormone made from cholesterol. Some changes in their structure lead to a variety of functions like sex hormones, cortisol, etc. Thyroid hormones T3 and T4, they are made by adding iodine to the amino acid tyrosine. Their double ring structure makes them highly lipid soluble. Nitric oxide NO, a gas that acts as both a hormone and a neurotransmitter. It is produced by enzyme nitric oxide synthase. Water soluble hormones, the hormones dissolve in water and cannot pass through the cell membrane directly. They include amine hormones made by modifying certain amino acids like catecholamines, like epinephrine, norepinephrine, dopamine from tyrosine, histamine. Epinephrine, norepinephrine, dopamine is derived from tyrosine amino acid and histamine is derived from histidine amino acid. Serotonin and melatonin is derived from tryptophan amino acid. Then peptide and protein hormones, they are made up of amino acid chains. Peptides are short chain 3 to 49 amino acid, example oxytocin, ADH, antidiuretic hormone. Proteins are long chain, they contain 50 to 200 amino acids such as insulin, growth hormone, and some are glycoproteins like TSH with added sugar groups. Icosanoid hormones, they are made from arachidonic acid, a 20 carbon fatty acid. Two main types are prostaglandin and leukotrienes. They function as a local signal and sometimes as circulating hormones. Characteristics of hormone. Hormones are specialized chemical messenger produced by endocrine glands and transported through the bloodstream to specific target cells, tissues and organs. They are effective in extremely small quantities, species specific in their action, mostly water soluble and typically low in molecular weight. Once their function is fulfilled, they are rapidly destroyed. They are chemically diverse. Hormones are not stored for long and are synthesized only when required. They exert their effects by forming a hormone receptor complex at the target site. This unique combination of characteristic enables hormones to precisely regulate various physiological processes efficiently and transiently. So there are different characteristic features of hormones. Their chemical entities produced by special cells like endocrine glands. They are transported to the target cells or tissues or organs via circulation. Their actions are very specific. They are active in very minute quantities. Hormones are mostly water soluble. They are low in molecular weight. They are destroyed after their actions. They are heterogeneous substances. They are not stored long and synthesized only when needed. They are usually activate target cells by forming hormone receptor complex. Now we'll study modes of hormone secretions. Hormones are secreted in various modes to ensure precise regulation of physiological process. Like pulsatile or episodic secretion involves bursts of hormones like GnRH in reproduction, while cyclic secretion follows daily or monthly rhythms such as melatonin and ovarian hormones. Stimulus-induced secretion is triggered by external signals like insulin released after a meal. Feedback controlled mechanisms help maintain balance. Negative feedback limits hormone release like TSH regulated by thyroxine, whereas positive feedback enhances it. Oxytocin during labor. Some hormones like thyroxine are secreted at a constant rate to sustain baseline levels. Together, these modes enable the endocrine system to respond efficiently to both internal and external demands. Now, we'll study the transport of hormones in the blood. Water-soluble hormones circulate freely in the bloodstream, whereas lipid-soluble hormones require transport proteins to circulate through the blood. They are produced by liver to travel. These proteins serve multiple roles. They temporarily render lipid hormones water soluble, reduce their loss through kidney filtration, and function as a hormone reservoir in the blood. Only a small fraction, 0.1 to 10% of lipid hormones exist in a free active state as hormone bind to receptors. The transport proteins release mode to maintain equilibrium. This system ensures the efficient delivery and regulated availability of hormones essential for physiological balances. Now we will study the feedback mechanism of hormones. The body regulates hormone levels through feedback mechanism to maintain homeostasis. The most common type is negative feedback, which is prevent hormone overproduction by inhibiting further secretion once sufficient levels are reached, such as thyroxine suppressing TRH and TSH secretion. In contrast, positive feedback is less common and amplifies hormone release in response to specific events, continuing until the event concludes. For example, increasing oxytocin levels during uterine contractions until childbirth. Together, these feedback loops ensure hormones are released in appropriate amounts, adapting to body's dynamic needs. Thank you, my dear students. All the best for your studies. Stay focused and keep shining. If you found this classes helpful, don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more videos. Drop your questions or feedback in the comment below. See you in the next video. Until then, take care and keep learning.